Cinderella. One girl has got a rich father. She has got no mother, but she has got an angry stepmother and two stepsisters evil like their mom. Her stepmother makes Cinderella do the hardest work in the house. Cinderella lives in the attic. She often sits near the fire on the ash. That's why her sisters call her Cinderella. One day the king's son invites noble people to his palace to the ball. Cinderella's sisters are fussing around, choosing dresses and jewelry. Cinderella tries to help them. She sews their dresses, matches necklaces and earrings to them. But they don't take her to the ball. Her angry stepmother gives her still more work to do. The sisters leave home. Poor Cinderella cries bitterly and goes to her godmother. She is a fairy. The girl tells her about her wish to go to the ball. "I can help you," says the fairy. "Bring me a big pumpkin." Cinderella brings the pumpkin, and the fairy turns it into a golden carriage. A bit of miracle, and 6 mice are perfect horses now. A big rat turns into a coachman with puffy whiskers. Lizards become livered servants. Here you are ready for the ball. The fairy waves her magic wand, and look, Cinderella's old dress turns into a fantastic ball gown. In addition, the godmother gives Cinderella crystal shoes. The fairy also says, "You must return before the clock strikes midnight. With the last strike the carriage will turn back into a pumpkin. The horses will become little mice. The servants will become green lizards again. Remember this, Cinderella." Cinderella comes to the ball. The prince meets her and leads into a big hall. Silence falls. "What a beauty!" everyone whispers. The prince and Cinderella dance together. Cinderella comes to her sisters and treats them to fruit and sweets. At last the clock strikes a quarter to midnight. Cinderella quickly says goodbye and leaves the palace. She comes home and thanks her godmother and mentions her wish to go to the ball again. Here Cinderella's sisters come back home. They talk only about the beautiful and kind princess. "How lucky you are," says Cinderella. "I'd like to see this beauty too." The next day, Cinderella's sisters go to the ball again. Cinderella hurries after them too. She is the most beautiful and finely dressed. The prince never leaves her side, and she forgets all her godmother's warnings. The clock starts striking midnight. Cinderella stands up and flies away like a bird, leaving behind one of her crystal shoes. The prince runs after her, but a beautiful stranger disappears into the night. The guards tell the prince about a poorly dressed girl running away through the gates. The prince has only got a crystal shoe. When the sisters come back home from the ball, they tell Cinderella everything about the beautiful princess. In a few days, the prince announces to his whole kingdom that he is going to marry the girl to whom the crystal shoe fits. All the court dames and the other girls of the kingdom try the shoe on. Now Cinderella's sisters are next in turn. They try very hard to push their foot into the tiny shoe, but all in vain. Cinderella is standing shyly in the corner. "May I try the shoe on, please?" she asks. Her sisters only laugh at her, but the courtman looks at Cinderella attentively. He sees how beautiful she is and says that he has the order to try the shoe on every girl in the kingdom. How surprised everybody is to see Cinderella wearing the whole pair of crystal shoes. Here comes the fairy and touches Cinderella's dress with her magic wand. It turns into a magnificent dress, the most luxurious in the world. Cinderella's sisters realize now who the beautiful princess is. They fall down on their knees and ask Cinderella to forgive them. She asks them to stand up, kisses them and says, "I forgive everything and ask you to be my loving sisters forever." Cinderella, in her magnificent dress, goes to the palace. The prince finds her even more beautiful than before. In a few days, they celebrate a wedding and live happily ever after.